Hello, what's up, y'all? How y'all doing? This is Deanna from Nerco
And
with
this is
Milsa.
Milsa. And you gotta keep your head up. Whoa. Your head. I know it's hard to remember sometimes. It's hard to keep your head up, but you gotta remember to keep your head up. Good morning, everyone, everywhere in the world. Welcome to the Nerdco Podcast channel.
Recovery Uncut from inside of RCO.
So, how you doing today? How you feeling?
I am well. Happy to be recording the next episode. I hope everybody tuned in to the first one. If you didn't, go back, listen to that, then come back and see us again.
Come back, let us know what you think. Do you have any comments, any questions?
Yes, because remember, we do have the email set up, and that is podcastrco@gmail.com. So make sure y'all send us whatever it is y'all want us to know, and we will be interactive because that's what we do. We interact.
Yes. So, I brought this. First of all, shout out to Smile Talk. I bought these cards from Temu, and I bought it because I don't know, I just wanted to have some fun. And they happen to talk about deep, meaningful conversations to strengthen your connection with people in general. And
Okay.
I thought it would be kind of like fun to just kind of break the ice, just start with some few questions.
Icebreaker, conversation started. Okay.
Okay. You ready?
So how we gonna do this? You gonna read the question and I'm gonna answer?
So I'm gonna give you two questions.
Okay.
And I'm gonna keep three just because.
Why you get three and I only got two?
Okay, I'm gonna give you one more.
Please.
Okay, that's fine.
All right.
Miss Karen.
3 and 3. Let's go.
All right, you want to start or you want me to start?
You can go.
All right. So, with whom do you feel more relaxed and happiest? Explain.
I want to say with the kiddos, my god kids in general, because that love is just pure. It's unconditional. It's random.
And it's funny.
It's not rehearsed. It is funny because these kids these days was here before.
That's funny.
But it's random acts of love and energy is good when it comes from the kids.
Yes, it is.
And so.
Especially when they come up with something random and you just be like, what?
But it's funny too. So, yeah, I will say around the kids.
That's good. Okay, so before we go into the second one, because I know you're about to ask me one, shout out to Miss Norma, my recovery coach trainer. So I kind of thought about her before bringing these questions because, to break the ice, and I'm gonna tell you why I did this after we answered all of our questions. Okay, your turn.
You know what, I think Miss Norma got a shout out on the last one. So you know what, we're gonna get her in here one day, and y'all get to hear from her and get some of her goodness that she has. And if she's listening to this, come on down, Miss Norma. We need you.
Yes, we do.
Okay, my question is, what makes you feel safe?
What makes me feel safe? Trusting in the Lord and knowing that He has everything in His hands. That makes me feel safe.
Wilson, you extra hyped today. You've been dancing since we started. And thank you for that answer. Thank you so much
All right.
for that answer. And I agree. Your turn.
All right. So, what do you love most? Wait, what do you most love about yourself?
What do I most love about myself? I could say within this year, I have found a new love for myself. A new love because I recognize my gifts now. And I've always known I've always known that I was smart. I always felt beautiful, all of those things. But this year, what I love most about myself is the gift that God gave me to be able to do this type of work and to see when He's calling me to a task.
I can connect that.
Okay.
Yes. I hear you. I love it. Okay, so I
My
guess
turn.
it's your turn.
It's not your turn. It's my turn. What is the most delicious food you ate, and what makes it so delicious? You gave me this question on purpose.
I wanted to hear what you have to say. Okay, the most delicious food that I've tried is from my grandma. Rest in peace, my grandma. I love it. She just has that sazon, you know? Like, she got that sauce. I love it. And it was so made with love. And yeah.
Okay.
Her food is the best. Honduran food, by the way. I'm Honduran. So shout out to my Honduran Catrachos people everywhere. Okay. My turn.
Okay.
So in this one, you're going to fill in the blank, okay? When I am angry, I tend to
shut down.
Shut down.
Yes.
Why?
I just recently had an episode yesterday. No, I just recently had an episode yesterday. Before I even processed what it would look like after, I just completely was like, I don't want to talk. Just shut down. I don't even want to talk. I got my mind made up already, and I'm learning that that's not okay. But yeah, shut down, because I feel like if I shut down, that gives me time to process it. I don't want to process it right away, so shutting down gives me that little break in between that angry streak that, you know,
like what's gonna happen if you do get angry and you start talking.
Yeah, so I don't want to do that, you know. I want to be different. I want to try different things. I want to I'm healing, you know, like I said before.
We all are.
You know, the purpose of me even wanting to do this podcast is to be able to be expressive and feed my soul and feed people's soul if they need it, you know. And
good, I love it. Go on with your question.
Last question, Milsa, drumroll.
Okay.
Tell me about a time when you felt pressured.
Oh Lord. Okay, a time when I felt pressure was, bro, this is so funny. You're gonna laugh. So remember when we first met?
Oh, Jesus.
When we first met, I was desperate to find a job, right?
Oh, I know.
But it wasn't because I felt like I needed to work, but because the year for my for the daycare, for my child's daycare, it was over. Mm-hmm. So, and I was going to school, but going to school wasn't enough. Mm-hmm. So they needed me. Oh, and school was about to be over. Okay, and a week after we had met, and so they were pressuring me so much, and the bills were coming. I had no school, and I didn't have a job, and I had a car to take care of. I have a kid to take care of. All these bills piling up, you know, and I was just, I don't know why I felt so pressured. You know, now that I think about it, that I've come to a better state of mind, you know, just elevated, top, you know. But I felt so much pressure because not only that, but like I was in a substance relationship where I felt like even though I had the support, I didn't feel the support because I had to take care of everything, including a grown person, you know. So it was just like, okay, I have to do this and I have to do that, and the person will be like, calm down, I got you. But do you really know? You know, so like I really felt a lot of pressure because I had to like go back to school, you know, and school wasn't gonna start until like a month after that, and I had to like provide documentation, you know, to these people and prove them that I was doing something with my life, you know. So in order for me to get the help for the daycare, so yeah, I really felt a lot of pressure, but I'm glad that that's over.
Well, you know? I'm glad you're not in that space anymore, Nelson. Yes. And yes, I do remember seeing you.
And that was funny.
At the job fair. Was that North Chicago?
Yeah, on 10th Street.
On 10th Street.
I was like, are you sure you're going to get me hired? Because I am finding this. You know, it was a job fair.
So I was like, I can start tomorrow? I'm like, no.
Oh, my God.
All right.
That was fun.
Yeah, it's been a journey, but it's been great. It has. Yes. So today, I just wanted to touch on recovery versus wellness. So as you guys know, we are a recovery community organization. What we do is provide recovery support services, including education, advocacy, and we work every day diligently to fulfill whatever the community needs because NERCO is a supportive environment.
Yes,
Um,
it is.
I did do some interviews. I asked some questions around the office. Would you rather be in recovery or would you rather be in wellness? Before I get into those answers, I did want to just touch on what is recovery. Um, I can give a definition, Mister. You can give a definition, and the same with wellness.
Okay.
So, you want to go first, or you want me to go?
Sure, yeah, I'll go first.
So, what is recovery to you?
Recovery to me is gaining my power back with something that I lost, which was my mental health. The state of mind that I was in was not the best at a certain time, and now I'm happy that I got my power back. You know, I've recovered from the substance use disorder. I recovered from the loss of I loved one, you know, from a substance relationship. So I got my mental health back. I'm in a good state of mind, and I can actually talk to somebody that, you know, if anybody ever crosses my path, well, I mean, you know, every single day somebody crosses my path, but I'm able to talk about it without feeling how I felt in the past, you know, upset, I was angry, you know, and having no clue about what to do with myself, with my life, or like what was even going on. So yeah, recovery for me is having happiness, joy, having a peace of mind, my mental health. So yeah, that's that. What about you? What is recovery for you?
Recovery for me is one word, everything. But a few words. Lately, I've been saying it is me regaining what I've lost. So I consider myself in life recovery. So I don't just subject it to one thing. It's not just substance use and abuse disorder. I did that. I abused certain substances. I was a party girl, you know, and then mental health. I had those shortcomings as well. I've experienced them now that I'm educated. I've experienced that probably early on, childhood, all the way through, and just not being able to have the proper education on it, or just even having that outlet to, or anybody
Or
even
guidance.
yeah, or anybody to even focus and tell me that mental health, this is what mental health is, this is what it looks like healthy, this is what unhealthy mental health is. So not knowing, unknowingly, that part is, I'm in recovery from that. I would say trauma, I would say grief, like you said, from losing loved ones. You know, a lot of all of those things for me are what recovery is, and that's me being able to learn how to navigate those different areas in a healthy fashion.
So it's like a long-term recovery, huh?
Yeah, I'll be in recovery for the rest of my life as long as
I agree.
you know, as long as I continue to nurture those avenues and also be able to help people along the way, because that's what I like about our recovery.
Yeah.
Which, you know, I do that on Thursdays.
Yes.
From 11:15 to 12:30. I like about our recovery is because we sit at the table and we say we do recover, we can recover, and regardless of what we're recovering from, we can all do it together.
And the loving part, the amazing part is that we don't judge each other.
No.
You know, we're just here. I love that. When I first came here, even now, like, it's not when I first came here, like, all along since I met everyone here, I feel welcome. I feel loved. You know, I mean, we're gonna have ups and downs. That's every day in life, you know. But it's good to have support from people that, even sometimes people that you don't know. It's just anybody. You could find somebody walking in here and they might not be having a good day, and if you just come and be negative to them, you know, like, that could have an impact in their life. You know, so it's good to just have people that you can count on.
Yeah, I like that. And what about wellness?
Wellness
For you, what is that? What does wellness mean to you?
self-care.
Self-care.
Yes, taking care of myself, Um, being able to help other people without letting myself go.
Mm-hmm.
You know, being able to take accountability for the things that you hold myself accountable for the things that I've done in the past that are not okay, and even in the present. Like sometimes or some days, I say things or do things that I might not think about it at that moment that I say it or do it, but then I snap back, you know, and it's like, oh, you know, yeah, I gotta, you know, maybe apologize for it, or even if it's just to myself,
Mm-hmm.
that's part of my mental health, you know, because
Mm-hmm.
you have to look at the lesson, move forward, not do it, you know, in a certain way, you know, and just help myself understand the things that I don't, find knowledge, you know, and be around people that help me grow in life. Um, that's wellness. Staying away from things, people that put my life in danger or that might trigger certain emotions or, you know, certain situations in my life that I don't want to be part of. Staying away from what doesn't benefit me. That's
Okay.
wellness to me. Yes.
I like that. That was good points. Great points on both ends of it, from the self care, and even I like how you threw in that staying away from people, because you can get around some people that aren't well, and they'll drag you down if you let it, you know, pour over into you.
Also, being able to talk about you know, certain things that I don't feel okay with, without being able to get, you know, irritated or, you know, just worked up, and just have a just communicate it, you know, like, hey, you know, I'm feeling like this, you know, is there any way we can work things around, you know? But because in the past, my anger issues. Oh, by the way, I took the anger management class.
Oh, you did?
Oh yeah, I think that I want to take it again though. Not because I'm angry, but because I think it's, you know, that's part of the wellness of my mental health.
Okay.
So yeah, that's that.
So wellness for me is what you said, self care, but for me it entails, when I think about being well, that's what makes me look at the holistic view of myself. So then I look at my spiritual, I look at my mental, I look at my physical, I look at my emotional. And so that is again, like recovery for me, it's going to be a constant thing, but wellness is what, it's kind of like my red light, green light, you know, type thing.
Yeah.
And so I don't stop. I don't set myself. I don't hold myself to a certain standard when it comes to my wellness. My wellness needs, they change on a daily basis. You know.
Yeah.
One day I might have to really foster the spiritual portion of me, because when that portion goes out, then everything else is just
goes out the door.
Yeah, it's curtains.
I hear you.
You know what I'm saying? It's curtains,
yeah.
and so a part of my wellness, just an example, a part of my wellness of my spiritual is for me to daily prayer, daily praise, you know.
I agree.
When I get a strong sense that the enemy is attacking me, my family, my friends, my workplace, you know, I'll start praising, you know, and I'll start thanking God for the smallest thing all the way up until the biggest.
That's the main part of wellness.
And then another example is like my mental, you know, that's another one. Spiritual kind of gets that set in place. And then my mental is remembering who I am, you know, reminding myself of
your identity,
who I am, what it is I stand for, you know, in my situations, or I'm putting myself in situations that's going against my morals and my values and, you know, my different things. I had a very good group discussion one week inside of recovery, because I would walk in and I say, everybody, you know, and they, hey, Deanna, hey, you know, and then I say, how you guys doing? And like, oh, I'm okay. Oh, I'm good, you know, and it just never felt right. So I say, you know what, let's just stop this group right here and let's talk about this. You know, I would love for y'all to tell me y'all well, because then I know you have sat and you have taken inventory of each one of your parts holistically. So when you tell me I'm okay, you could be okay today, but then spiritually you could be dark, you know, emotionally you could be hurting, you know, and so I want to know that you well. Cause then I know that your spiritual, your mental, and all your different things are in alignment. And they kind of just looked at me, but it was so cute because I could tell they were taking it in. They were absorbing it.
I like that because it's not. It's like you acknowledge them.
Yeah, and I could tell they were absorbing it. And so what I did, and when I came in the next week, guess what? How you doing? You know how many people said I'm well.
Yeah.
And when I come around the office, like Tom, for instance, Tom works with us, but he's part-time, so he's here a couple days a week. And when I talk to him now, I say, hey, Tom, you come in, how you doing? I'm well,
Mm-hmm.
And then one day he hit me with the, I'm okay. And I knew, I knew it was something. I said, what's going on, And we sit and we conversated, and we had, a conversation that hopefully at the end of that conversation, he was back well,
I don't remember. There was a conversation. Sorry, I don't mean to cut you off. It just took me back to a scenario. I'm not sure if it was Pastor Peppers. Shout out to Pastor Peppers.
Yes.
Lady Peppers. I'm not sure if it was from her or Miss Norma that I heard that there was some people that would always be like, I'm okay, like things are, I'm not feeling good. And then she was like, how about, and I don't know, it was a conversation that they had. And at the end, the person was like, well, how about you tell me about one good thing that you got going on in your life?
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, because some people are always being, not because they want to be negative, but because they're constantly battling something in their life. So it's like, oh, I'm okay, I'm here, like it's whatever, it is what it is.
Yeah, they just existing, but they're not, again, they're not well, And so I'm, as y'all can see, I'm team well.
We are team well.
But I asked around the office, and I got some different feedback. So I asked Dr. Mary, I said, Dr. Mary, which one would you rather be? Would you rather be recovered or in your wellness? Which one means the most to you? Mm-hmm. And her words were, she said, that's a good question, Deanna. She said, so I think that I would rather be in my wellness. She said my recovery is okay. She said, because it's been sustained. I have that. I know what I know, and I know, how to nurture my recovery. She's like, but my wellness is ongoing. That's something that I'm dealing with every day. She said, my recovery is solid. My wellness is something that I have to feed, the different parts of me. And she said the same thing, her spiritual, her mental, physical, and different parts. And so, Dr. Mary, team well. Check.
Okay. I like that. Check.
I'm team well. So what are you for you? Which
I'm
one?
Team well, baby.
Yeah,
all day, every day.
Team well, okay, team wellness. And let's see. I spoke to some other people. We are all people with lived experience, and so that means that we have experienced different things, from substance use abuse disorder to trauma, grief, different things like that, and that's what we are in recovery for. Shout out to Chris. He's really helpful in so many different areas of NERCO, and he is always on call and always here when we need him. So speaking with Chris, I asked him, and he said that recovery versus wellness for him, he was also team wellness, but he also said that they go hand in hand. So he's like, when my recovery is off, my wellness is off. He basically said that recovery for him was something like his hygiene. He said, my hygiene is what I use to measure. It's a measure for me. He said, if I get up and I shower and I brush my teeth and I do the things that I need to do, then I know that it's going to be a good day, and I'm not going to use that day,
Yeah.
And so he said, for me, they go hand in hand, but I know that when I'm not clean, I'm not well. And when I'm not well, I'm probably going to use, because that's just how my mind works. And I'm like, okay, that's raw, it's authentic, but it's, it's real. So there's no, really no stone left unturned with that scenario. I know I spoke to Marie, and her answer was they both the same for her. So that's just cut and dry. But it do sound like Team NERCO is team wellness. If I throw that in there, throw that in there. Everybody is well, and we have a new recruit here at Nurko, and her name is Miss Jaden, and she's listening in. And so I'm just gonna throw her on the spot right now,
Boom, boom,
and
boom.
get her opinion. So we've been talking, and she knows what recovery is. And how you doing, Miss Jaden?
I'm doing good, guys. I'm doing good.
So I just want to ask you. Okay, so when we think about when we talk about recovery and wellness, so you know what recovery is, and then when we talk about wellness, what does wellness mean to you?
I kind of like the same thing that Chris said because that's exactly how I feel. Like it may seem like it's weird or raw, but that's exactly how it is for me because I know sometimes I can get lazy, like if I'm not doing anything, and I can get in my own head. So if I didn't take that shower, if I didn't get up and brush my teeth and, just go fix me something to eat or wash dishes or wash laundry or anything, I'm just going to be there in my own head. And you don't want to be in your own head because when I get in my own head, I might as well go use, and I get bored. So it's like, honestly, Chris's answer is like, that's what it is for me because when I go use it's a whole nother different scenario. I ain't coming back. So and that's actually what I learned like through like going through treatment. It was like just keep yourself busy and you will feel good about yourself, and that's how you also build your self-esteem. Is like just go do like make your bed really quick or go pick up your room if it's dirty, and you'll feel good about yourself. And I've done that. Yeah, find something to do, and I've done that. Yeah. And it actually made me feel good. It made me feel like I'm doing something with my life. You know what I'm saying? So, or just simple as like asking somebody, "Oh, did you need this from the store?" Or anything simple as that. It helps me because when I'm just laying around and stuff like that, it's easy to be like, okay, well, I ain't got nothing going on with my life, so I might as well go do this. And it's always leading to something bad. So I'm with Chris on this one.
Okay, so your team, what? That's kind of like both. That's like wellness and recovery, huh?
Yeah. Exactly.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Well, Ms. Jaden, welcome to the team. We're definitely excited to have you. Yes. And we want to get to know you more, get that lived experience out there. Like I told you, whatever it is, I'm pretty sure it'll be a beacon of hope for somebody else. So
that's we're gonna have just so you know, we love to have some fun. We love eating. We love helping people here, but there's no buts. Although we might have ups and downs. We are team wellness. Remember that. Yes, so you gotta get your head up. Oh. Okay, so I just wanna is there anything else that you might wanna like add?
No, I think we did all our announcements.
Because I do want to add
the holiday season is coming up, so again, we just want to remind you guys to stay well. Yes. Or in your recovery, or both. At this point,
recovery is a living. Like that's nothing that you can stop. Once you start recovering, it's nothing.
It's an ongoing thing.
Exactly. That's what I told Melissa today. I said my recovery will go forever. You know, because that's just what it is. Yeah. I always want to do better, and I don't think we have any NERCO announcements. We have the holiday party coming up, which is on the 18th. That is solely for staff, volunteers, or any of our participants. Celebrate Recovery meeting is on Wednesdays from 12 to 1:30, and we're having a Sober for Today party. So if you attend any Celebrate Recovery in Lake County or locally, you are welcome to join that. That is on the 20th, and it starts at 6 o'clock at night. And we're going to kick that party old school with a DJ and dominoes, cars, something good to eat.
Don't miss out, guys.
We're going to be sober for that day.
For the day and the rest of our lives.
Well, yes. Yes, but hey.
For today.
Yeah, one day at a time sometimes, And it's no pressure. So that's all I got for NERCO. Melissa got 2 questions. She's sitting here bouncing back and forth.
Wait.
Who you giving these questions to Jay?
Wait, hold on.
See, I threw you in there, Jay.
Listen, The only reason why I wanted to ask these questions, and then again going back to what Miss Norma taught, what I learned from her, you know, it was because sometimes we think that we are the only ones.
Yes.
You know?
That's good.
So it's just like, I have a question here, and this is gonna go for Miss Jaden and Deanna right here, and it says, why do you think it's important to be honest?
Now you know we all lie, Milson. No, I'm just kidding.
Come on now.
I'm just kidding. And you know, back in the day, I've told a few. But you know what? I despise lying, so a lot of times I didn't lie. And people be like, you lying? I'm like, for what? You know? But I know.
What about when you lied?
Yeah, I threw a few out there. I will be the first to say that I threw a few out there in my day. Depending on what, you know, situation I ended up in. But it's important to be honest because integrity, man. Like, you know, we've already done all the wrong things. So when you decide to start doing the right things, if you get caught out here standing for something, like me, I stand for my integrity. I stand for who I am today. So if I get caught in that light and then I end up lying and somebody like, oh, you just lied about that tears down everything that I feel like I've worked hard for, everything that I feel like people put and instill in me. You know, people trust me. So what do I look like running around here lying, you know, and being dishonest? And that could really just ruin everything that I've worked for.
Especially about the little things.
Not to mention, God said we shouldn't lie. So, you know, I'm living.
That's what I was going to say. So for me, it's more of a respect. Like, you're going to lose. For one, like you said, you already been doing this, that, and third already. So it's like you already trying to gain that trust and that respect back from the people that you love and that loves you. Mm-hmm. So if you go out here lying, it's just like, what are you working for? Like, you're not working towards anything. Yeah. And then also, it's also where it goes back to I'm a woman of faith. So it's like you say you a woman of faith or you a believer, but how could you say that when you out here lying?
Yes.
And then also you got to keep remembering that shit. Like, I don't care.
Yes.
Like, I said that last time.
Yeah, you know what they say. You tell one, you got to keep telling them.
Like, it's just too much.
So yes, God don't like ugly guys, and we are not ugly around here.
And you find it pretty.
So yeah, so I just wanted to throw that in. I have one more question. I think it's funny though because
why don't we put that one in? How about we?
Okay, we're gonna
send that to the email. Send that one to the email, Milson.
Okay, that's fine. This is for you guys out there, which is funny though because let me ask you: if animals could talk, what would they say? What would they say? I mean, I know
they're gonna be like they tired of us.
Yes, you know.
But okay, guys, this is it. I just wanted to throw that in. Just remember, you're not alone. Everybody is going through something, and when you feel like you don't have support, remember, NERCO is here. We are here.
Come on down. Open door policy. We love you.
Yes, take care of yourself.
That's why we live.
Thank you for listening.
We live.